What's up, Gi.Joe collectors? This is M.I.B Master coming at you again with another cool installment. Today, we'll be talking about the Adventure Team, the Timeless Collection, Skydive to Danger. Super cool set, G.I. Joe set. This was another take from the Adventure Team, the iconic Adventure Team. There's the Kungfu grip, the iconic logo. This was a set. This is a retro set that was originally produced back in the 70s, and the playability, collectability, rarity factors are all high on this particular set. It's cool sets from about, I want to say 2000 and 2003, somewhere around that time period. Ordered mine from I believe from FAO Schwartz, when those guys were still doing this, still carrying Joes. And I thought this guy was so cool. He's got the, let's get in there, he's got the lifelike hair. You see the antagonist of the playset is the giant rubber spider. Really cool. And he's got his, you got your web back here. Let's see, he's got a, Joe's got his, he's got his parachute. As you can see, the artwork is super cool. Parachute actually works. There's his parachute backpack. I haven't used it, so here's his can't tell you right now if it will work or not. Got his boots there. He's got his knife. Side there. Got his I don't want to say it's his. Got his map case there. Air tank. Cool helmet. I love those helmets. This is one of the more of the vintage G.I. Joe's face sculpts that were used back in the 60s and very early 70s. But he's got the iconic Kungfu grip hands, which were really cool. I mean, that was next level stuff for its time. Hands that can actually grip everything without problems, because you know some of the hands just couldn't. The older Joes from the 60s, the more of the mannequinish type hands, they couldn't hold anything that well because of the styling of the hands. And then when the Kung Fu grip hands came out, as you can see, he's got a great hold on that knife there. He's got a shoulder strap harness for his pistol. So this guy was ready to rock and roll. Includes parachute. Awesome. And they want you to get excited. Here's the Adventure Team logo there. Let's turn this guy around. Well, let's go up top real quick. Let's go up top. Here's the equipment list. Top of the box. Side, let's get a great, here's a great side shot, the side panel of the box. More of an enhanced, larger version of the picture. Paint artwork on the front. There, he's in trouble. He just picked the wrong place to land, Joe. Don't worry, our hero will be okay. And that was the cool part about these adventure sets. And you decide and make up the adventure. you know, as you go along. You can create with your imagination anything. And that's what these play sets and Hasbro and Gi.Joe wanted you to do. They wanted to put you in situations where you could kind of create the action and the drama. Here's a back shot of the box. Brief history on the adventure team, and then they have a brief history on the play set involved. Skydive to Danger. Really cool. Pan out. Once again, this is one of the more colorful boxes. Just really cool. Educational. It just gives you a lot of insight and information on people that didn't know anything about the adventure team from the 70s, because a lot of collectors today weren't born in the 1970s. So they just wouldn't know. They wouldn't have a lot of background or history on them, I mean, because of the newer action figures out today. So it kind of, you know, both of these articles kind of tie one end to the other, you know, from old to new, and just kind of give you a brief glimpse and insight, you know, into the world of the Gi.Joe adventure team from the 1970s. And I was thrilled when this came out. And to show you really just how thrilled I truly was, let's get it in there. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. It was so cool. I had to order two, and like I said, it's rare that I keep duplicates. I have duplicates, or I really purchase duplicates, because you know, I'm pretty happy with the first one. But this guy was so cool, I couldn't resist. I knew the collectability factor would go up too, so I did it for that. But for the most important reason, I did it because I simply thought this set was off the charts with the coolness value. And so this is the duplicate, as you can see. To some collectors out there, I know what you're thinking. Will he part with one of them? And the answer is maybe. Maybe. I would have to see. I would have to be enticed and tempted enough, because I don't think it would be with money. The money value to me is not important at all. It would have to be for another Joe that I simply don't have, or I simply want, or I've been looking for. So I'm gonna have to come out with my top 10 list. I know one of the cool collectors on YouTube is Sir Mathis, and he has a super ultra cool top 10 list, his top 10 list. So I might have to come up with my top 10 list so people know exactly what M.I.B. Master is looking for, you know, because I have a lot, guys. I mean, like I said before, I have well over 500 G.I. Joes, you know, and well over 100 M.I.B action figures, 8-inch action figures. So it's like, it's hard, you know, but there's stuff out there I simply don't have. Yeah, I'm just like any other collector, you know. I'm a big kid at heart, so I mean, I'm looking for that Joe, that elusive G.I. Joe that I don't have. So I would be willing to part with one of these guys, you know, if the situation was right. So with that being said, take a closer look at the star of the show here. What collectors want to see these guys up close and personal. The lifelike hair is really cool. So with that being said, guys, please like and definitely subscribe if you think this video and channel is well worth it. Please, by all means, like and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel out, guys. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna put the pressure on. I'm gonna keep bringing these ultra super cool G.I. Joes and ultra super cool, you know, figures out and put them on display for you guys, so you guys can really enjoy seeing some of these guys up close and personal. And definitely, by all means, I appreciate the love and support, and definitely please subscribe. With that being said, God bless, and as always, keep collecting.